Well, hello and welcome back. My name's Kieron Seamons. This is my inky world. And I spend most of my days illustrating books and doing posters and prints and such things. And I still get questions about books. What books have you got? What books? What books? What books? I'll run through a couple of them. You have Little China, which is a comic book style. Very cute short stories about this lovely little panda. Some lovely, nice, bright, colorful illustrations. Very child friendly. And this one is called Clunkin' and Clankin'. And there's a few of them up there. But that's more on the kind of comic book style. More on the kind of inky drawings was Cat. Though the text is a little bit kind of naughty. It's kind of about a naughty cat. So maybe not the perfect children's book, but the illustrations in it are bright and colorful with a kind of a little short story either side. That's some of the illustrations on there. And it's illustrations on every page. So, you can kind of go through and see lots of the different illustrations. It's a very big book. It's like an A4 styled book. And these are all on Amazon. So, don't worry about things. They won't be difficult to find. And this is Worry Lips, the Ghost-tabulous experience. And that is it's a novel. It's a whole kind of written story. There is illustrations in there as well, which you will see. And that's a lovely, lovely big book. And that was accompanied by a whole series of smaller books like that. And the smaller books are all kind of thoughts. They were basically Norman's thoughts, and that's the type of book that you will get there. It's really about his kind of messed up mind. There's his mind there. Look, you can see. And Norman is the guy on the cover. There he is. And he has this very disturbed mind. Slightly depressed, slightly heartbroken. And this is the first couple of books were like a collection. There's another lovely drawing there. And there's a collection of like these are his thoughts. And that was the first set of books that we did with it. And there's about 5 of those, I think. And that led on to the novel, where there were so many questions that we went on to actually write. I say we, but me and Mr. Miro, of course. And it's that type of thing inside. And that's the cover. And again, on Amazon. And then recently I have done a nice big colorful book and it's called The Brainiest Combustibles, and it's kind of like short kind of poem stories, and they will come along and each you will kind of have like a short funny story and then an illustration on that side. Again, that was a lot of people have been asking about the color side of my work. So these were put together to kind of demonstrate some of the color sides of things. There's about 3 of these books, that type of thing. So there's lots of illustrations in there. There's about, I think it's 3 of these illustrations with the stories, and they were called The Brainiest Combustibles. So that's another set of books. So there you go. There's like 5 different sets of the style difference between across my work. There's a lot of comic stuff there. There's a lot of the kind of poetry and stories. There's the Cat, there's 2 books of Cat. And the Ghost-tabulous, there's about 5 books of his thoughts. There's 1 story that's a novel, and it's almost finished the 2nd book now. So there'll be 2 books of the novel, part 1, part 2, obviously. But there's lots, and if you can find some of my very, very old ones, that's when I was 15. But there's about 300 books there. So there's lots for you to find, lots of you to buy, lots of you to support me by doing so. So thank you very much. That's some of the books. Go and treat yourself. Go and get yourself a nice big book to read. Or a nice big comic to flick through. Or go and find some comical stories with nice illustrations on the front. Look at that. All right, so that's enough for the book guide. Please come along and buy some books, support the channel. And if you want to see some of the illustrations being done on a daily basis, come on over and watch me on YouTube. And who knows, you might end up buying a print or something on my shop. Thoughts. See you over there soon. Bye-bye.